Peter was anxious to know how forgiving he should be. And perhaps he'd been at the synagogue and they'd read this passage from Ecclesiasticus, and so he realised that he should be forgiving. It was there in the Old Testament. Remember the last things and stop hating. Remember dissolution and death and live by the commandments. Remember the commandments and do not bear your neighbour ill will. Remember the covenant of the Most High and overlook the offences. And he mentioned the word 7 because for the Jews, numbers had sacred significance. And 7 was the perfect number. 7 is perfection. Hence the Lord created the world in 7 days. Yeah? It was perfection. So forgiving 7 times, it means I'm perfect. And Jesus says, no, go beyond perfect. Be super perfect. 70 times 7. You know? Takes perfection to a whole new level. Infinity. And that was the challenge that Jesus gave to Peter and to all of us. And then he tells this story about the servant who was quite a good thief from his master, taking a great deal, 10,000 talents. And he's forgiven. And yet the other servant was 100 denarii, probably just about a talent, yeah? And yet he wouldn't forgive. And so he gets punished. It's a challenge for all of us. I think it's human nature to carry burdens with us, isn't it? Think about it when you go to confession. You're bringing up things that you confessed years ago, but you still don't think you're forgiven. Do we keep things in our mind, offences that happened years ago? Offences, sometimes words that are said, divide friends, divide families, all because of a word spoken maybe in haste. And yet we keep that word in our hearts, that bad word, that hurt, and we hang on to it. We forget all the nice things that were said, but we hang on to the hurting things. Perhaps we should take a little time today just to think of the things that I need to look back in my life and put right. Old faults that I need to go and give forgiveness for. Faults that I made, or faults that I feel I received. To seek forgiveness, to seek change. There's nothing we cannot seek forgiveness for or give forgiveness for. So let us just maybe pause and think in our lives today. Is there things we have to put right before too long?